Rebecca Carner, Biofield tuner. Today's tuning is it's kind of got two themes. I'm coming at the same kind of energetic nugget from two slightly different vectors, but as seems to really be needed these days, let's start arriving into breath, and let's start grounding into the now, and each one of us grounding into ourselves and arriving and being present. Whew, deep breath in together. And a nice, full, complete exhale. Deep breath in together. Nice, full, complete exhale. Yeah. It's okay to be where you are. It's okay to be how you are, which is really the topic of this this contemplation and this tuning. And today's consideration is it okay if I'm okay, right? And we'll get to that in a minute. But for those of you who are tuning into this video and feeling a little jangly and thinking, okay, she's telling me to breathe, yep. And I don't know if I want to fully be where I am right now. Like, that's legit, and that's also okay. It's okay to be who you are. It's okay to be where you are in this moment, even if it's not your favorite. And it's okay to be how you are. Again, whether that's good, or a little uncomfortable right now. So, right, good. Okay. And then I'm going to really ground that. So, I think probably in every video I've made some mention of grounding, but today I'm going to expand on what grounding means for a biofield tuner, right? That doesn't mean that you have to be super zen or even still to be grounded. When in biofield tuning, when we ground the electromagnetic body, whether that's a collective body or an individual in a session, it's acting like the third prong on an electrical outlet. So that, for instance, when you have a surge protector, right, your computer isn't really surge protected if you bypass it with the little adapter that just has the two prongs, right? You have to have the third prong because that gives access to the house or to the building's grounding capacity, which is literally a wire that sticks in the ground to discharge that what is not needed electrically. So we as humans have that same need and we have that same function. And when I ground our electromagnetic collective field, what I'm doing is I am giving safe passage, a safe portal, a safe conduit to carry down and out any crunked up, jacktivated, activated in a bad way, brown electricity, right, that cycled through the system just a few too many times, right? Ooh, right? So, let's give that a place to discharge, to ground. Ah, Good, 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 good. Ah, I felt that. Okay, voila. All right, so I'm going to talk for just a second and then we'll drop back into the sound. So, in the land of out there, the world we live in, and in the land of I'm having this human experience that interfaces with all what's going on around me, there is a bridge, right, between the inside and the outside, internal, external. There is and I'm gonna lay some French words out here, folks. There's some shit going down out there. You would be blind and perhaps not functionally sane if you thought that everything was going groovy in all the ways everywhere. It's not, folks. I'm here too. We're all here at the same time. Okay, fine. And in our interior personal moments as we navigate this, how do we steward ourselves? How do we be in our inner experience in the face of and with the information coming in from the outside? And today I really want to hold this opportunity and this opportune moment to explore the kind of weird latticing effect, the interlayering of what if I'm okay? What if I'm experiencing in something that I've been working on lately? What if I'm experiencing success, result, achievement, even when I'm watching people around me fall or watching really tough things happen, right? Can I, in a healthy and full way, celebrate my successes in a in the landscape of really big change and tumultuousness, right? Can I be like, yay, over here in the corner, kind of literally while people are falling around me? Right, and right, yeah. It's a really big question. Like I'm not coming, oh, it's my birthday. Okay, happy birthday, friend. Happy birthday. There are two people very near and dear in my life that it's their birthday today too. And one of them is celebrating a new decade in this lifetime. Yeah, yeah. Can you celebrate? Yes, 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 you can. That brought up some heat. Okay, let's really hold with that. What if I'm having a really good moment in a really tough landscape? For those of us who are kind-hearted, for those of us who consider others, it's an interesting and deep question, right? Because, yeah, yeah, okay. Right, okay. I'm just going to let's hold this little nugget of having a caring heart. I'm going to put a couple of different frequencies on this. Yeah. When I am an empathetic and caring person, when I have a tender heart, and I'm watching heartbreak or loss or difficulty for someone else, can I fully, what does that bring up in me if I'm having a little win when I'm seeing somebody else have a tough moment? Yeah, right, I know. In preparation for this video, I was thinking about it. There's some character, I don't know his name, on The Simpsons, and um, and he has this that's like really awful, like the tone of it, ugh, the frequency is just super ick. It's super yucky to the bad way, right? Um, it's like that awful, snarky, spiteful frequency, and that little voiceover, that voice talent captures it completely. And so those of us who don't want to be jerks, right? What if we're having a good moment and somebody really near us, or in fact very close to us, is having a really tough moment? How do we not be the right? Because nobody, well, not nobody, I guess some people want to be that person because some people are that person. But a lot of us don't want to be that person. And so we have this like little inner conflict come up. Man, I don't want to be that, except like I'm like having this moment. Right. Okay. So, right. So let's, whew, yeah, man, people could really identify with that. Thanks, friends. Yeah, me too, you know? Me too. I also never want to be that Simpsons character. But sometimes, I mean, I hold a lot of when you are a service provider in the wellness world, you hold a lot of space, not for the easy and fun stuff in life, but I help clients through the tough stuff in life, right? The good stuff doesn't need to be harmonized, right? It's only the tough stuff that needs to be tuned up. And I've really had to work to cultivate this understanding, this ability to hold both. Like, I can be okay, I can have a good day, I can have personal success or have a winning result for something that I've been working towards, and still be very tenderly and very presently with people who are in some tough business, man, tough business. And sometimes, like, those people are my family, my friends, right? So this is my 224, and it really has a sense of being. So let's just tune into being with the fact that two things can be quite different, but they can exist at the same time. In our current culture and landscape of polarity, there is also this sense of all or nothing or extremism, right? You're all right or you're all left. You're all right or you're all wrong. You're all up or you're all down. And that's just not how things go, right? One can strongly prefer chocolate or one can strongly prefer vanilla, but guess what, folks? They both exist in the ice cream cabinet, right? They're both there at the same time. So let's just tune into being with two quite different things. I don't want to call them a paradox. I mean, I guess they are very different, but there's this sense that a paradox means that it's mutually exclusive, that if one exists, then the other cannot. And that's just not how things roll, is it? Nope. I think there was a pretty popular movie, Everything Everywhere All at Once. Yes, that is how it be. Okay. So it is okay to notice and be deeply compassionate and understanding and empathetic for difficulty, yours or others. And also, you can be present to good things, success, result, achievement, milestones, you know, whatsoever they may be. Okay, so we just kind of like a those bubbles, you know, the bubble juice that you can blow. Let's imagine just blowing a really big, really iridescent, really glossy bubble. That's big enough to hold all of it, right? To sort of, in its soapy, soapy goodness, to be able to wrap itself around the whole kit and caboodle, right? Nice, nice. Nice. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to switch back. Okay, so now that we've just made a container big enough for all the things, let's really kind of float and meander our way to the area, right? It's not a corner, it's not a side. It's just a vague area in the inside of this bubble of the, hey, I just had something good, right? I've been working towards something for a while and it totally paid off, or I've been really hoping for something and my wish came true. Magic happened in my life. Let's hang out, kind of float in the inner bubble of, I just got a beautiful heap and helping of magic in my life. Oh my God. Wow, that really almost brought immediate tears to my eyes. Wow, you guys, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay to be happy. It's more than okay. Like it's needed. It's good to be happy. You can be happy. You can accept and receive magic. You can hope for it. And when it arrives, happy dances are included. Yes. Yes. And that doesn't mean you're the snarky Simpsons character, right? To be truly happy, right? That it goes against universal laws and universal truths to have something good arrive and to not receive it in kind, right? For something, right? I hope somebody will correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought that the direct translation of the expression mazel tov, right, isn't actually congratulations. We use it that way. People think that's what it's saying. But I thought the actual transcription of it says goodness has arrived, right? So it's the seeing and honoring that something good has arrived to someone else. And that prompts the expression mazel tov, right? A wedding, a graduation, a birth. And it really, yeah, there is like quiet reverberance in that. That's really lovely. To be able to see and honor for someone else, to be truly cosmically and holistically happy for someone else's goodness to have arrived to them. Can we do that for ourselves, you guys? Because this is how we all collectively build the future we want to see. This is how the new human will arrive. This is how a more coherent cultural and global structure will be built, is being built. It is being built moreover, layer upon layer by these quiet abilities to honor the good things. It's not built, good new openings and awakenings and futures are not built in defense against a thing. They are built upon layer and ossification and concretization of goodness arriving, harmony resulting. Yeah, yeah. I can really, it makes me want to hum. Let's hum. That reverberance is strong. It is true. Ooh. Hmm. Because all of these things, all of reality it's a latticing of so many myriads upon myriads, millions, billions, I don't even know, layering of different cycles and different wins and different losses, right? Shoot, I can't remember it. Just the other day, I heard the number of how many breaths the average human takes in a day. I don't remember what it was, but it was a lot. Just for argument's sake, let's say it's 700 million breaths in a day that we take, whatever. What each person, I mean, there are moments in breath work or in yoga classes or in meditations when people's breaths are synced up, but many of us are on our own pattern. And so there's how many billion people are there in the world? So there's that many micro cycles being represented just by our rhythmic inhales and exhales as humans in a day. So there's that many wins and that many losses and that many cycles and that many achievements and that many losses. But to navigate that successfully, it isn't about holding the breath and only bracing yourself for the losses and for the tough stuff. It is about being able to fully be in, celebrate, and cultivate more of the wins. Can I celebrate success amidst change? Transformation, transformative times equals tumultuousness. A tree can't grow if the seed isn't eviscerated. Great for the tree, tough if you're the seed husk, right? But that's how it goes, right? And we've got to be able to really embrace our wins and celebrate them, because then that's how you then kind of have the wherewithal to ask for another one. Is if you let the good go ahead and feel good. Also, if you have thoroughly embodied your magical arrivings, your personal mazel tov moments, then you are all the more fortified to support those who are having a less than stellar moment. Wow, yeah, that's a whole thing. See how that works? We often think, oh, how can I be happy in the face of all this? I need to support those. Not all of us, many people have that mindset. And it's great to be of support and it's great to be in service. Yes, yes, and yes. Me too. I'm right there with you. And also, I can only be fortified to do this work if I fully embrace the good and the magic when it arrives. I believe it is the inspirational writer and speaker Lisa Nichols who, who her whole thing, I feel like I heard her say one time, it's not about the cup being half full or half empty. Like you are the whole cup. Like your cup has to be full. You can only give from the saucer, right? So this is how we fill our cup, friends. This isn't being a jerk, right? Yes. 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 Okay. That really made sense. All right. I like to keep these as both as thorough and as short as possible. I am going to shine up. I just kind of got the interiority of our bubble. reverberating with the, oh, I see, like if I allow the good, then I can feel good, and in so doing, for those of us who choose, we can do more good. Yeah, right? That's pretty easy calculus. Seems a little bit mysterious sometimes, but it's a thing, and it is true, and it's healthy, and it's good. Yeah. And it doesn't put us at the polar opposite of people who are having hardship or struggle, right? If we align ourselves in coherent harmony with our magical arrivings, then if we place ourselves to be standing alongside, not in antithesis or antagony to, but in fact alongside and in support of those who are having a very different experience or a very different set of circumstances, that's our choice, right? But to weaken our signal, to weaken our personal coherence, um, it's a false economy. It's a false economy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's really stand. Okay, I'm going to shine, shine, shine some of this. All right, and I'm going to do, this is the 417 and the 528. And the binaural differential on this is 111, which is a really beautiful frequency, both neurologically and just cosmically. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, thanks for joining, you guys. This has really been lovely. And thank you for the subscription. Happy birthday. No, it's a spring day, much emerging. There is some whack business going on out there, and there is much magic emerging. It's all the things. It's all the things. Join me in the magic. Join me in the light. And really, oh, all right, you guys. Mm, mm, mm. Thank you, friends. RebeccaCarner.com if you want to reach out, connect, get a session, learn more, be well, celebrate, celebrate the good stuff. I will. I'll see you there.